Oh, hi guys, welcome back. I know it's been a while since I last posted a video, so this is going to be a long one, guys, so get your cup of tea, get settled in. I've got some ground to cover. It's been a while since I last posted, like I just said, so here we go. Right, why is it been so long since I last posted? We've had some stuff going on in our household. Both me and my wife have had health issues. My good lady wife has had a heart attack. She's alright now, she's on medication, it's all sorted, but that came about the same time as I got totally pissed off with the hobby, and I just decided to take a break. Now, a little background information as how my hobby is financed. Right, my birthday's in September, and then Christmas is in December. So I asked family to, instead of buying me presents, which I may or may not like, or may not ever use, I asked them to give me money, which I spend on these guys. So that's how I finance my hobby for the 90% of the time. I don't actually use much of my earnings because I don't have a lot of money. So there's a little bit of frustration comes sometimes when you've got so much to do and not enough money to do it with. So pretty much all my upgrades go from September to February. And then nothing really much happens until either I've waited a long time for parts to arrive and then I get to do it, or something else comes up. Now, given the fact that in September I was getting a bit fed up with the hobby, and this thing I've been on this now for a long time. I've got some stuff done now to show you, but I got really fed up with it. It was bogging me down, and yeah, you gotta bear with me. I'm a little out of practice at this, and this has been difficult. This is like the 8th attempt at recording this video, so no matter how long and drawn out and how fractured it is, this is the one that's going to stay, guys. Right, so I've got some work done on this. This was getting a brushless upgrade and a new gearbox. It was going to be like I was going to go with like a single speed set of like an Axial SCX10. That is now not happening, and I'll come to that. I bought some new wheels for it, which look okay. They do seem a little on the large side to me, and the fact that I tried it in the garden and they rub and catch suggests to me that they are a little oversized. So I will probably be putting these back on, and I'll come to that again in a moment. Now, right, so back to the financing thing. I had some money to spend in September. I got quite a lot of money from family, so I had a big budget. And as I was getting fed up and more fed up with the hobby, my eyes started to wander, and I spotted this. This is the SKX Mod steel upgrade for the Casio AE1200 watch. Now, this upgrade is like $130, £130, $150, and that was the money I was going to spend on that. But because I was getting fed up, I thought, okay, I'm going to buy myself something nice. So I bought myself this watch. Now, as far as my hobby goes, that was a waste of money. But I have multiple hobbies, and watches is one of them, and this has brought me a lot of joy, and I've worn it every single day since September. So, yes, it put this puppy on hold, but you know what? Sometimes you get obsessed with a hobby, and it takes over your mind, and it's like that was part of the problem. I was getting obsessed with it, and it would just getting to the point where all I could think of was this, and I just burnt myself out. Anyway, so when my wife got poorly and I was fed up, I just thought I'd just shoved them all away and walked away. Now, since I come back to it, it's Christmas time. I got money for Christmas. I've got enough money to do all the upgrades, but I don't think I'm going to, because I have enough money for a new RC. Now, we've all been in that position where upgrades or a new truck, it's like, the law of a new truck. It's one that I never thought I'd have enough money to own, and I've just about enough money for it now. So upgrades, yeah, this thing is working. It's got the original gearbox, upgraded axles and drive shafts. Now, the axles were the first part that failed. The gearbox, the 2-speed gearbox, as yet has not failed. Touch wood. So to keep these wheels on, I need to put longer shocks on it to get the clearance. It needs to be at least that right height for these to work. Now, it looks good like that, and that was the plan, but like I say, I've chosen to go with a new truck, which I'm not going to mention till it comes. I've got it on back order. It comes in different colours, and the colour I want is out of stock, so I'm not making do with the colour. I'm spending this huge amount of money on this. I want it to be the one I want, so there you go. Right, so I'm going to put these wheels back on, call the Land Rover done. This puppy is a different matter. Let me pause this for a moment. Many of my regular viewers, if they're all still watching, may have seen the short video I did of this of it working. Now, I built it as its first run, but it has run before, but it's gone through many changes and upgrades since then. You'll notice in the video it was very wibbly wobbly. Well, if you notice now, I've got new shockers on there. It's quite a firm ride, but it's getting quite a bit of weight, so that will actually do it well. It's got reasonable articulation for it's not going to be a crawler, it's going to be more of a trail truck. And the keen-eyed amongst you will notice that it's yellow under there. Yes, I've got the inner fenders in. There's a little trimming and tucking to do, but now the brushless, it's that long since I did a video. I can't actually remember where anything was on the last video, and I couldn't be bothered going back to check, so here we go. That's the brushless motor that I was going to put in the Land Rover. I've got a program card which is in the back of the Land Rover. Hobbywing program card. So I've messed about with the brushless ESC and got a sort of managed to make a stop-start profile. It's not a crawler ESC. It was never designed to be a crawler ESC, so how good that actually works when I get it outside, I don't know. It's got stop, it's forward, reverse, and I've upped the drag brake, so hopefully that will work as a crawler ESC. We'll see. Right, so as I'm abandoning shitloads of upgrades to buy this new truck, there's some stuff that is now not going to happen that I've already previously shown. So the lights are in, and there's a bumper on now. I don't know if it had either of those on the last video. I knew I'd had the grille done. This is an FTX Canyon bumper. It's not a really good fit, but it's better than no bumper. I do plan on redoing the chassis rails. I'm going to use the steel ones that were on Big Yellow, because I don't know if I remember if I mentioned it in the last video. That's now gone independent suspension all round. I'll be covering that in a moment. Now this was from the inner fenders of Big Yellow. Now for some reason they didn't fit in this truck, and that was the final straw for me. That's why I just went and just sort of threw it all in a corner and walked away, because I thought this was designed to fit inside an identical truck. It would just fit, but they're either not all the same or they have different moulds for different production runs, and it isn't quite exactly the same as the other one. So anyway, it needed some tweaking and tucking, and well, I've done that now. So as you can see, it's in there. Now, whether I use it like this or put the engine in, the fake engine that comes with it, I was hoping to maybe fit the battery in the front here. I feel there's enough space for it there, or maybe I can get the motor to one side, get that. Anyway, yeah. So I need to make a liner for this, because I'm going to drop this down a little so it comes to about here. I mean, I've raised this up a little. I've cut this off, which I didn't really need to do, as it turns out, but there you go. Right, so we're pretty much up and running now. Like I say, I've got some. The company's called Absema now. I don't know what it used to be called. I can't remember what they used to be called. They used to make cheap Ansman. These are Ansman chuckers, that's it. But it's called Absema now. And these are really good quality shockers. They've never leaked. I've had them years and years and years, and they don't leak. Somebody mentioned on the video over there, why is it now that old shockers don't leak, but new shockers do? Technology is supposed to be better. Anyway, moving on. Right, the problem is this. There's so much slop in this setup. I don't know why. These are actual aluminium skid plate cut into two halves, but all the mounts are proper. There's no wobble. There's a little bit of wobble there. All I can think of is these are plastic pillar balls inside these link ends, and I'm wondering if that's where the slop is coming from. So I need to sort that out. I need to drop the steering servo to bring this angle, or try and make some sort of panhard bar, but there's no mount for it here, so I'd have to get creative on that. Well, that'll be the front side. I've not, the shockers aren't properly mounted because I need to, once I've got the inner fenders finished, I'll be mounting these little shock mounts to that rather than to the chassis, so I can make the ride height whatever I want. If I do decide to lower it a little bit, like I say, these mounts fasten to the chassis rails. I may actually fasten them to the inner fenders, which are metal, so they'll take the weight. It's just, while I've been taking things on and off, I've not really managed to sort of finalise anything, but it's done now. There's no more tweaking with this. I need to make a little cover for this, tidy this bracket up, and then this is painting and done. As like I say, the chassis rails, I may use the 60 axles that were on Big Yellow for this. I still worry that these are not up to the task. They look so scale for this, they've been a larger truck, but I'm not so sure the axles are actually up to the job. So I'm thinking maybe run it, and when they break, replace them, because I'd have to make all new links, and I'm not really up to that. Right, so Big Yellow. I have no idea, again, where we were on the last update for this. I'm so, put it back in here. Bear with me for a minute. I reckon I could still get the motor and the battery under that, and scale looks. Woo. Right, so this thing looks the biz. It really does look the biz with the independent suspension front and rear. I think it looks much more mean and aggressive than it did. Right, now here comes the kicker. Having soul searched and made some sort of decisions to get a new truck, I need to get rid of some of the old ones. So I feel the Polo and the Fall Guy truck will be leaving me at some point, because I don't need, I don't take these out very often. I don't need that many trucks and crawlers, and the bigger ones take up more space, obviously. I only have found them out of space, and it's like, you know, when these trucks start to encroach upon your living room and your kitchen and the bedroom, that you are overstepping your limitations. So that leads me to, do I keep going with this? Do I finish it, or do I sell it? Now, the Emax itself, I have other projects. I have about 5 or 6 projects to use the Emax, and I only have 3 Emaxes, so that's not a problem. I could just repurpose it straight away onto something else. It's this body. Right now, every time I post a video with this puppy in it, I get questions going, "Are you selling it?" Maybe I should sell it, because other than I chopped out the inner fenders at the front, which I could sort of recreate something for that, and I cut my, I'm killing myself for this, kicking myself for this, but I cut the interior, because I was planning on putting the Emax gearbox just there mid-mounted. There lies a problem. I would need to cut a bulkhead and some of the truck bed to get it to fit. It doesn't quite fit between the seats and here. Now, before I cut it, because once I've cut it, I've ruined any value it has. I mean, it's dirty, but it's cleanable. I could get some, give it a good clean up, but it's got patina. Yeah, it's weathered itself. Do I sell this? Do I love it? Can I let it go? I don't know. I mean, it's sort of painted up to look like the Amarillo Special Edition. There is actually an F350 that is this exact colour. Didn't realise that when I painted it. That, you know, with the black grille and stuff. This is the, you know, if I could get some stickers for it, it's a scale. So what do I do? Let me know what you think. So there we are. The Land Rover's staying the same. I will be getting a new truck. I've decided I'm definitely getting the new truck now, whether I get it now and sack the upgrades for now, or whether I get it later. The problem is, models are going up in price. I may not be able to afford it 6 months down the line. It may have gone up, so decisions. Anyway, I'm going to count that at a do for now. Yeah. Just, I don't have even a... this one, as you can see, it's practically brand new. I built it and I've used it maybe once or twice. It had all the old links on it and there were plastic rod ends, and I broke one and I put it up here, and that's pretty much where it's been. I get it off and dust it every now and then. It needs new shockers and it's got plastic axles, but other than that it's all metal. It's all Endura, literally all Endura parts, and metal wheels, metal drop lift kit and metal gearbox. I was thinking of parting it out or stripping it for the better parts, but I'm thinking it might be easier just to sell it to somebody else. Like, you can buy these online now for about $3.50, so as pretty much as this, because they are Endura shocks, they just don't match. So maybe I don't know. So there we are, that's where we are, guys. Sorry I've been away for so long, but I've got my mojo back now. I've done stuff on that I couldn't work out how to do. That I'd actually thought about putting a smaller brushless motor in it rather than the twin brushed motors from the Emax, and see if I can get it working that way. Some smaller motors might make that work. Anyway, well, I can't tip it up probably because there's stuff in the truck bed, but I made a new floor for it. Just need to make some extenders to go in the middle there, but that's roughly where the motor would be going, sort of just back from the middle, and that would be cool. Anyway, I have all the parts to finish it. I just don't know if I can do it without cutting the shell. Anyway, right, let me know what you guys think. If there's anything that you think I should do, hopefully the next video will have a new truck. That would be very nice to show you. It's been so long. That was the last brand new truck that I bought. Hopefully this new one, it's a fairly good quality one. I won't have to rebuild half of it. Right, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. More soon.